Drake's lawsuit, the judge says, hey, we still can move forward with a trial. Let's talk about it. All right. It says right here, Drake filed a defamation case against UMG, his record label, over the big mega hit diss song that Kendrick Lamar made, Not Like Us. And of course, the song, it refers to Drake as several names that I won't repeat. You guys, I'm sure you guys have heard the song. You can hear about it. But nonetheless, the judge has finally said, okay, you know what? It can proceed with discovery. It's not going to be dismissed. Basically, this is nothing uncommon with lawsuits. Basically, when UMG answered the lawsuit that Drake initially filed, they also asked the judge to dismiss it. And whenever you have a question of fact, remember, judges always answer questions of law. Juries answer questions of fact. And if there's something in there that's a genuine question of fact, the judge will let the case keep going at least until the next stage. And the next stage, after you file a lawsuit and after the defendant responds and answers the lawsuit, and they always typically they ask the judge to dismiss the claim, say, hey, this is not enough here, even given all of the evidence presented in the claim that the plaintiff has presented. There's not enough to raise to the level of going to a trial, specifically with a jury. And in this case, as I said before in his previous videos, that he is demanding a jury trial. And the judge says, well, if there's ever a question of fact, meaning there's a genuine question like, did this happen? Is there enough to go forward? If there's genuinely a question of fact that a jury can render a decision on, then typically the judge will let it go through. And that's what's basically happening. Say, okay, look, it's not enough to just summarily just throw it out for a motion for summary judgment. It's not enough just yet. Let's just see what happens in the next stage of the lawsuit. And like I told you before, the next stage of the lawsuit is after you file it, and the defendant answers, then you go into the discovery phase. You meet and confer, then you go into the discovery phase. And discovery just basically when both sides exchange information regarding to the lawsuit, and the information that you can have from the other side is anything that is relevant to the plaintiff's claim, anything that's relevant and that's not privileged. So anything that's lawyer-client, attorney-client privilege, you can't get that. Anything that's any other privileges, marital privileges, doctor-patient privilege, anything that's privileged, right? But it has to be relevant and not privileged. And that's what they're asking here. Now, the big thing is a lot of people are saying that that Drake could possibly now in discovery get a copy of Kendrick's contract with Universal, because in Drake's lawsuit, not only is he alleging defamation on behalf of UMG from the Kendrick Lamar's diss song, he's also alleging that UMG used deceptive business practices to bolster the Not Like Us song, that his song, he got all these plays and streams on the streaming platforms, as well as on the radio and Super Bowl, whatever. They said that UMG used deceptive business practices to do that. So now they want to look at everything. They want to say, listen, give me all the documents that you have relating to this song and this diss track, who you paid, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things that they're going to ask for, more than likely, is Kendrick Lamar's contract to see if there's any deceptive business practices to maybe aid Drake's claim further. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Again, man, this still is going on. That doesn't mean the lawsuit isn't over just because the judge okays the discovery to go forward. It just means that now it's not going to be thrown out from a motion to dismiss at this point. And that's going to go forward to the next stage of discovery. And depending on what they find in discovery, maybe they can settle it. Maybe they said there's nothing here, and then they can present it back to the judge. Say, hey, Your Honor, hey, it's nothing here. Let's let it go. We'll just see. But you guys tell me what you think about this whole Drake lawsuit against UMG with defamation regarding the song Not Like Us. You tell me. I would love to hear your comments below. Let me know. Do you think Drake should continue with this lawsuit? Do you think Drake should drop the lawsuit? Do you think Drake was defamed? Do you think UMG had deceptive business practices? Do you think UMG bolstered Kendrick's song Not Like Us more so than they bolstered Drake's music? Because they're both on the same label, if I'm not mistaken. I think both Drake and Kendrick are both on UMG. So this is interesting. Let me know in your comments. Remember, to like, share, subscribe. It's your brother, Attorney Jeff, Sports and Entertainment Law. Let's talk about it.